Hello Neowin, it's Tim Sheeser here. What I have for you today is a little video overview of the HTC Radar, the new Windows phone straight from HTC's second batch, powered by Windows Phone 7.5 Mango. The new update released late last month. No update required, of course it's preloaded. Standard HTC box presents the Radar straight in the front here. As you can see, it is white. Ooh, a white phone. Nothing else is really exciting in here. You just get your documents and headphones and all that. Now I can chuck all that out of the way. Focus on the phone itself. Comes with a 3.8-inch diagonal display at 480 by 800 pixels. Comes with a Qualcomm MSM8255 chipset on the inside. That's a 1 GHz processor, along with 512 MB of RAM and the Adreno 205. This is basically the direct successor to the HTC Trophy, the 3.8-inch phone from the first batch of Windows phones. It's very similar, but personally, I like this phone more, and the reason for that is its design. I've been so used to black phones over the years that having a white phone, and I know some phones do come in white, is a big change, and I really like it. You get the aluminium unibody design, of course HTC's speciality with these. It feels solid, it looks fantastic, and it looks expensive, despite the phone not actually being that expensive itself. Unfortunately, the white rim around the outside does make for some glare in direct sun, which can dim the apparent brightness of the display, despite it actually being quite bright. Some of this is seen here on the camera here. As you can see, the white frame is a lot brighter than the screen, but I'm looking at it, it's not actually that bad. Another thing I really like about the design is the soft touch plastic white bits, and despite it not being metal, they add a bit of highlight to the overall design and feel great. Under here is just a SIM card, no external removable battery. So unfortunately, if your battery dies, you're going to have to send it back to HTC, and also you can't extend the battery life anyway except through the micro USB port on the side. Because you get a two-stage camera button, you get volume rocker button on the top there for power, and 3.5mm headphone jack, and of course capacitive buttons as required for Windows Phone. Of course, new to Mango is front-facing camera support, so HTC have included a VGA front camera in the top there, along with a 5 megapixel camera with autofocus and LED flash on the back, and some nice Windows Phone branding there if you can see it. Yeah, so I really like the design of this phone, and despite it being 10.9mm thick, it doesn't feel that in the hand. It feels natural. It feels like a great sized phone, and it fits really well into the hand. All the buttons are great and easy to use. Everything, the 3.8-inch display is just right for my fingers, and overall, I can't really fault the design except for that glare problem. When it comes to the software, as I mentioned before, Mango. And really, there's not much customization going on here by HTC at all, because obviously they must think, well, Windows Phone is good enough. You get the HTC hub here, HTC Watch Photo Enhancer. Photo Enhancer just is pretty basic photo enhancer app. It's pretty obvious. HTC Watch, that's not available here in Australia. I believe it allows pay-per-view videos over in Europe, but service isn't running here right now. And HTC Hub shows you weather, stocks, and currently says it's sunny here, but looking outside, no, it's not sunny. You get a couple of others, local scout, and you also get in the settings down here you can see sound enhancer. Sound enhancer allows you to change between no effects and the built-in SRS enhancement. Now, SRS is enabled by default on the device, and I plugged in headphones to listen to some music for the first time, and it sounded terrible. It was filled with bass, it was heavy, it sounded crap. And through the external speaker, yeah, it sounded great, but not through my headphones. I was wondering what was going on. I thought HTC hasn't made this bad audio. Yeah, it turns out it was the SRS. Turn it off, it's all fine. And I normally compare phone audio to the Samsung Galaxy S, and I do have to say that it comes pretty close. It's not exactly the same in any way, but it does come close. And for all intents and purposes, it's pretty good. When it comes to the cameras on the device, the front-facing camera is, well, not great. Of course, as you'd expect, it's only VGA. On the back though, 5 megapixel with 720p HD video recording. It does take some nice shots. It's not as good as the Xperia Ray, which I recently reviewed, but it's much, much better than the HTC Mozart I reviewed a while back. The first Windows phone I'd ever used. Didn't really like the software, and I definitely didn't like the camera, but they've really improved. And yeah, all that goes to Microsoft, really. Also do a little size comparison here. Here's an iTunes gift card, same size as your credit card. I don't want to show that on video, obviously. Fits the 3.8-inch display perfectly, so if you're just wondering about the size, there you go. It's a bit tall. Let me see, that's in my hand. Just for some people there. Alright, on to performance. Now, the Trophy had a 1 GHz QSD8250 processor. This is also a 1 GHz processor, the MSM8255. But all the performance improvement comes in the graphics on board. You get, from the Adreno 200, you get upgraded to the 205. And that comes with basically double the graphics performance. In benchmarks, it jumped considerably. And in some games that I tried, this is definitely noticeable. It's fluid, it's fast, and I know a lot of that is the Windows Phone optimization and only being allowed to use it on certain chipsets, but this phone is not going to lag, ever. I've not seen it lag, I've not seen it crash. The Mozart I used a while back crashed a lot. No crashes whatsoever. I'm really proud of HTC for creating a device that doesn't crash. Obviously, if you choose Windows Phone, you're going to have to decide whether you actually want to use Windows Phone itself, and it all comes down to the software. So check out Neowin's coverage of Windows Phone 7 Mango. I haven't included any of the features of that into the review because it would just take forever to go through everything about the software. So check out our coverage. There's about 500 extra features from the original Windows Phone, so you'll be expecting a lot of the stuff that wasn't included to be included, which is great to see from Microsoft. So yeah, that's basically it about the HTC Radar. I'm hoping to get the Titan soon so I can compare to a 4.7-inch display. That's a massive, massive device. Let me see how that compares. That's got a 1.5 GHz processor. We'll see how that goes, but for now, this is a very good phone. Would I say to upgrade from the Trophy? Well, unless you want the speed or the front-facing camera, it's pretty much the same phone, and you can update the Trophy to Mango anyway, so that's pretty much the same in all respects. But overall, a very good phone. If you want to ask me any specific questions about the Radar while I still have it, please follow me on my Twitter @ScorpusV. I'll put a link in the video right now. And follow Neowin @NeowinFeed, and check out the full written review. The link to that will be in the description below. Also shout out to mobbycity.com.au for providing us with the Radar today. They have it on sale for $5.29 Australian dollars. Thank you and enjoy.